The Lustrous Odyssey event is now live in Pokemon GO, which means that we have Dusk Form Lycanroc in the game finally, but it's apparently pretty hard to get it. One of the ways is through raids, and I do have a Rockruff raid right here, so let's see if we get a shiny. Also, Randy sent this to me, so thank you, Randy, but sadly this one is not as shiny, but basically every single research we do, every single raid we do, and every single egg we hatch that has Rockruff in it has a chance of being a Dusk Form Lycanroc when you catch it. Or at least it'll have the ability to do so, but it's still a pretty decently low chance from what I've heard. So let's see what this one does. This one actually can be the Dusk Form. Awesome. This is my second Rockruff raid of the day, so it's cool that we got this one, but obviously, you know me, I want to get that shiny. So that's what our big goal is going to be today, and hopefully we can pull it off. Let's take a look at the 7-kilometer eggs real quick and just see what they're like. So as you can see, they do have everything in them. It isn't just Rockruff, but Rockruff is at the top of the list, but these are not the Dusk Form ones. Those are all the way at the bottom, unfortunately. Now, obviously, this doesn't look great, but I'm going to hatch these eggs and see what it's actually like. Maybe we'll get lucky and actually get ourselves a shiny one that can turn into the Dusk Form, or at least one more that can turn into the Dusk Form. I really just want to see how rare these things are in these eggs. And when it comes down to getting Rockruff from the researches, there's only 2 of them you will need to focus on. First one is to win 2 raids. I have 3 of those right now, but you also want to have the hatch 3 eggs. It is a little rough, no pun intended, but in the end of the day, it might be worth it. But before we do that, I'm going to join Tommy here, and we're going to get some nudes. You ready for some nudes?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. The ramen has been devoured. It was great. What did you think, Tommy? Pretty good, huh?
Wonderful.
Yeah, no, he's full. He's very full right now.
Man.
Hey, help me out here. I've got 3 researches here. They're all Rockruff. What do we got in the middle here? Please be blue, not blue, and a 388. I completely forgot what the research hundo is, so we're gonna catch these, and then hopefully they'll be Dusk Forms. Okay, the first one is down, and it's not a Dusk Form. Okay, I'll do the top one. It's fine. We'll do the top one here. This one is also not blue, and a 390. Number 2 is caught, and it's also not a Dusk Form. And here's the last one. Please be blue and a Dusk Form. It's not blue and a 378. This is the worst of the 3, which means this one probably is the Dusk Form. And we've now caught this one, and it's not a Dusk Form. Okay. We're looking for Rockruff raids now. They're kind of rare, but we did get a Hisui and Sneasel one, so that's kind of fun. You still need 1 more for the set, right?
I need them both.
Oh, both? Wait, you didn't get one?
No.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I thought you got one. Well then, Tommy, go ahead, check it. Does he get it right here, right now?
Tell me.
Come on,
Am I clicking
shiny! Aww. Not shiny for him, and for me, not a shiny. We're also trying to get as many of those do 2 raids quests, because we can do those a lot faster, and we might get some shiny Rockruffs off of them. Hopefully, a Dusk Form one. Found a Rockruff raid. This one is going to be a 536. Not bad. I believe we want like a 543 or something like that's the hundo. Do we get an XL Rare Candy? We do not, but we do complete our 2 raids, which is nice. Unfortunately, Tommy and I were doing this one, and then I got kicked out, so I had to redo this one.
Come on, man.
But this is not a shiny one, so that's fine. Maybe we'll get lucky and it's a Dusk Form. And we first ball it, which is great. Let's take a look. It is not a Dusk Form, but 536 isn't bad. It is a 15, 14, 13. And now we have 3 more researches. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check them in front of you, and then I'm going to basically like check if they're Dusk Forms afterwards. So here's number 2. It's also not a shiny and a 383. And number 3 is going to be also not shiny and a 393. Now let's take a look at these guys. This one can't be a Dusk Form. This one right here can also not be a Dusk Form. And then the last one is pretty decent and also not a Dusk Form. And these researches are a little rough. We're on the way to another Rockruff raid, but this is not a bad thing to run into. And we're just before Com Day, like 9 minutes before Com Day. And this is probably gonna be a lot rarer than Rowlets are, so might as well catch this thing. And Tommy's already dibsed it because he really wants it, and you are more than welcome to have it.
Thank you.
Unless it turns out to be a Shundo, then it's mine forever. Let's see what happens. It is definitely not. This is Tommy's. Found the Rockruff raid. This one was a 505, not a shiny one, unfortunately. But we'll see if this one turned out to be a Dusk Form. That'd be pretty cool. First balled it like usual. It is a 1-star raid, so they're not that hard to catch. And, oh, it was a Dusk Form. Cool. Unfortunately, neither one of us got the shiny, though. That would have been really cool, but is what it is. We just had an egg hatch. This was before the Rockruffs and everything, but it turned out to be a shiny Stunfisk, so that's kind of funny. And it's a 12, 14, 12. I honestly honestly didn't record it because I was like, whatever, it's one of the bad eggs. It's not going to have anything good. Sure enough, though, another Rockruff is down. We're also in the middle of Rowlet Community Day right now, so we just saw this thing and ran over to it real quick. I don't believe it was really good, but is it blue? It is not blue, unfortunately. 518. How about you, Tommy? What you got?
522.
522, not blue?
Nope.
Well, on the upside, this Rockruff can be evolved into the Dusk form, which is cool. We're at least seeing them, which is nice. But will the research be nice? That's also something that we're looking forward to here. But we got a huge Rockruff. That's pretty cool. And a 399. Number 2 in the research is also not blue and a 391. And here's the last one. Not a shiny and a 386. Well, the XXL sadly cannot be a Dusk form. How about that one? No. And this one is also a no. But I want to know what a 399 is. It is a 15, 14, 11. And now we have 8 7-kilometer eggs. See how good the Rockruffs are from these things. Number 1 is a Rockruff. Cool. Obviously, most of these are probably not going to be Dusk form ones, but at least we're getting them. Number 2 is also a Rockruff. Number 3 is a Galarian Farfetch'd. I still don't fully know how I feel about them putting everything else in there, but we got a Ponyta. This one is a Sandshrew. How about you? A Galarian Slowpoke. Well, 2 Rockruffs is okay. This one is a Galarian Stunfisk. We just hatched a shiny of that. And then this one is going to be another Rockruff. Okay. Well, we'll check everything real quick, but let's just see what these Rockruffs turned into. Those can't be Dusk, that one can't be a Dusk, and that one can be. Okay, so we did hatch a Dusk form. Not a shiny one, sadly. Still trying to get that, but still. And now the community day is over, so we're back to doing Rockruffs. This one's a 514. All I want to see is a shiny one that can turn into a Dusk form. I don't even care about the IVs. So this one right here is going to be not a shiny one, unfortunately. Tommy didn't get one either. Oh well, we'll see if it turns into a Dusk form. Let's see it. No, unfortunately it does not. We've got a Hisuian Sneasel raid now, so this is our second raid. Not a shiny for me. How about you?
Nope.
No, not for him. Now we can cut to these researches, and maybe we'll get a shiny one that can turn into a Dusk form. Number 2 is going to be not a shiny as well, 404. And the last one is not a shiny and a 390. Now let's take a look at them. Oh, hey, this one could have been. That's good. That's good. Not shiny, sadly, though, and that one could also be one. And, okay, well, 2 out of 3 could be? That's ridiculous. How's this one look in terms of IVs? Oh, it's a Goku Bad. Of course it is. Goku Bad that can be a Dusk form. That's our best one, though, so I'll definitely hold on to it. That's pretty cool. Another Rockruff, 521 CP. Are you gonna be blue? No blue for me. How about you, Tommy?
Nope.
No blue. Okay.
No blue dog.
Boo. But will you at least be a Dusk form? You are not. All right. Another Hisuian Sneasel. A lot of these out. Also, Growlithe is pretty common too, but no shiny for me. How about you, man? Tommy still doesn't have it. I'm hoping he actually gets that one. But you also already got a Shundo. We can reveal that. He got a Shundo for Community Day, so it's not like he could really complain today, huh?
No, not at all.
Yeah, not even a little bit. But we do have 3 more research encounters, so let's see what we get. Oh, we got a shiny one. All right, 380. Oh, man, I really hope. Actually, I don't need a golden raspberry this thing, but I really, really hope that this can be a Dusk form, so we'll see what happens. That would be so freaking cool if we get it on the first shiny of this thing, but man, you never know, right?
It is the time for it.
It is the time for it. It's getting close. So,
Dusk.
3, 2, 1. It's, dang it. And it is going to be a 10, 11, 13. Man, so close. But we still have 2 more encounters, so you know what? Let's freaking do it. Number 2 is gonna be not a shiny, 380. And the last one is going to be also not a shiny and a 396. Well, we know that the shiny couldn't be it, but this one also, and okay, none of the 3 could have been, but at least we got a shiny. That's still cool, but sadly not one that can be a freaking Dusk form. We have 2 raids right here, so we are going to take them both out. This one's a weird ear that's not green for either me or Tommy. Apparently, you didn't get the shiny, did you?
No, you didn't have to tell everyone.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? Never mind. He totally got the shiny. It was a Goku Bad though. It wasn't a Shundo or anything. Another Sneasel. Tommy didn't get it. I also didn't get it. But now that we've done this, we can actually do our research checks. So let's see. Maybe we'll get lucky and get another blue one. But this one is not it. 393. The middle one next is going to be also not a shiny and a 395. And last but not least, we have not a shiny and a 386. Ooh, oh, did you get a shiny one? Yeah. Oh, we got a shiny one.
See what happens.
Maybe he'll get lucky with it. Now, we are going to check mine in just a second, but first, Tommy caught it, so fingers crossed. Is it going to be a Dusk Form Lycanroc? No. Man. It's fun. It's fun. This one couldn't be one either. So if this one's the one you saw, this one could have been one, and this one couldn't. At least one of them could have been. Another Hisuian Sneeze, 14, 18, weather boosted, not shiny for me or for him. Another Sneeze. Is it gonna be a shiny Sneeze? Not for me. Come on, Tommy. No. Oh man, I got a 14-14 as well. Not great. But now we have 3 more of these tasks. Maybe we'll get another shiny. This one is a 378. 2 is going to be not shiny and a 91. And the final one, what do we get? Not a shiny and a 30 or an 81. Just to check them, this one can't be, this one can't be, and neither can this one. None of those would have been good anyways. All right, Tommy's dropped me off, but now we have some eggs to hatch. Number 1 is a, not Galarian, no, that is a Galarian Meowth. Paldean, Alolan, Galarian, there's just so much. Number 2 though is a Vulpix. Number 3 is a Rockruff, okay. 4 is a Farfetch'd. Number 5 is another Farfetch'd. Number 6 is a Alolan Meowth. Lucky 7 is a Galarian Stunfisk. Could have 2 more after this. Number 8 is a Galarian Zigzagoon. Man, these 7s are not looking great when it comes down to Rockruff. This one is another Meowth. We only got 1 Rockruff. Is it at least something that could be a Dusk Form? No. And now that we've hatched all those eggs, I have 3 of the quests, which are to hatch 3 eggs, and they also give you Rockruff, like I mentioned earlier, so we'll see what we get. This one's not shiny, 394. Number 2, with the dog whining in the background, not a shiny, 389. And here's the last one. It is not shiny and a 398. Now let's see if they can be Dusk Forms. This one cannot, and this one also cannot. Oh well. And I completely forgot to mention this Timeless Travels page 5 of 14. We had to walk 10 kilometers, we had to do a few other things, yada yada, but that's all done now, so let's claim the berries and the Pokeballs. Claim the final rewards of 750 Stardust, we're gonna get an egg incubator, and we're gonna get that much XP. And it looks like Ree's back, so that's kind of fun. Now we have to complete 10 field research tasks, power up a Pokemon 10 times, and earn 15 hearts with your buddy. We literally did a ton of these field research tasks today, and I really should have progressed, but I completely forgot again. But anyways, we'll get this done. And here we have 3 2-kilometer eggs. It took a little bit to get these 3 though, so to be fully honest with you guys, I'm probably not gonna focus on eggs during this event. I think that the raids and the researches are a lot better, but this one is a small up. The 2 kilometers are supposed to have Rockruffs in them, so we got a Tyrogue. And this one is gonna be, well, at least we got a Rockruff. But will this Rockruff be a Dusk Form? It will not. On the upside, we had 3 more of these egg quests, and these are gonna be the last ones of the day, so let's see what we can get. This one is a 399. Number 2, what are you gonna be? Not a shiny and a 403. And the last one is going to be not shiny as well and a 396. So let's take a look and see what happens with these. None of them could have been a Dusk Form. Hey everybody, it's now the next day and I have something cool to show you here. As you can see, there is a raid over here that has like a generic icon. If we click on it, it says Rockruff, and I believe that's what people are saying is the Dusk Form. So through Campfire, you have a guaranteed way of seeing the Dusk Form Lycanrocs. And I've got the raid in the distance over there. It's actually behind a gate, so I'm gonna have to remote this one, but might as well just do it real quick. We're gonna remote it, and maybe, just maybe, this is a guaranteed thing. And I hope that this is a guaranteed thing, because that would make hunting this thing a lot easier. All right, we're fighting it now. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we will be able to get our hands on a beautiful, shiny Dusk Form, but in the end of the day, if this proves to be true, we at least now know what we can do. And I hope it's not a glitch. Some people are saying it might be a glitch, but I mean, it would make a lot of sense for it not to be a glitch, because then that would make people want to use the Campfire service. So let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1. This one's going to be not a shiny one, unfortunately, but 651. I believe you want like a 679 or something like that as the weather boosted hundo, but nonetheless, let's just catch this thing and see if it turns into the Dusk Form. So there we go. We have now caught it on the first ball, and it can be a Dusk Form. Awesome. I was seeing on the Campfire app before, you could see like the Rockruff icon and stuff like that, and people were telling me that those ones were guaranteed not to be the Dusk Form, but if you do get that weird generic little symbol, then that will be a Dusk Form, so that's really cool. And now that we've done that raid, we have 3 more of the researches for completing 2 raids, so let's see what we get. Number 1 is not a shiny. Number 2 is going to be a huge one. That's pretty cool, but unfortunately not shiny. And the last one is going to be not a shiny as well, and another 86. Now let's take a look at the 3. This one cannot do it, this one cannot do it, but it is a new record, so that's kind of cool. And the last one could have done it. Man, it's cool that we have quite a few of these things now, but right now what I want to get is a blue one, but by the end of this video, we are going to evolve at least one of them. I've been invited to a Rockruff raid by the Lambda Panda. Hopefully this one is a Dusk Form. I'm not sure if he's aware of the trick for that yet. I know a few people are, but just in case, we're just gonna go for it. I'll honestly take a chance with anything at this point. I really want to get that shiny, so this one isn't it, sadly. sadly. But again, let's see if this one turned into a Dusk Form, because that would be pretty cool. Alrighty, Rockruff, you cannot be turned into a Dusk Form. Alright, I guess he just found one and sent it, but thank you very much, man. But we still do have some researches to do here, so we'll see what we get from these things. 393. Number 2 is going to be, not a blue one for sure, 388. And the last one is going to be, also not shiny, and a 82. Now let's see what happens with these. No, no, and no. Okay. We've got another Rockruff raid from Little Ladybug, so hopefully she knows about the trick too, and it's not a shiny, so either way, it won't overly matter, but it would be cool if we get extra ones. I'm trying to get as many of these as possible just to trade them to people, and I'd like to be able to hand them out in case some people don't get them. So this one is not one that's able to do it, but thank you again, Little Ladybugs, for the invite. And here's 3 more of those researches. Let's see what happens. This one is a 382. Come on, blue puppy. Not this one, and a 390. And the third and final one will be not a shiny and a 383. And let's see what happens. No, no, and no. Okay, well, good thing they weren't shiny then. 3 more researches. Let's do the middle one this time. What do we got with this? It's a not shiny one with a 394. Let's do the top one next. What do we get? A not shiny one and a 391. And then the final one here is going to be also not shiny, sadly, and a 390. And like usual, let's see what happens here, but none of them. Okay. And would you believe it? I almost completely forgot about this timeless travels thing again. Let's claim these rewards. 2,500 XP. We're gonna get ourselves some revives. Let's get that dust. And here come the final rewards. We're gonna get 750 dust. We're gonna get ourselves 2,000 XP. And I believe from what I've heard, this is a Rockruff, which would be cool if it was shiny, but unfortunately it isn't. But I am curious if this is a guaranteed, like, Dusk Form. It's probably random. It probably isn't like a guaranteed thing by any means, but it would be cool if it was. So there we go. We have officially caught the thing. Maybe I'm right. Maybe it is a guarantee. It is not. Okay, good to know. Would have been cool if they did that so that everybody at least could get one in case they were having issues with it. But oh well, it is what it is. And now we have to catch 25 Pokemon, use 25 berries to help catch Pokemon, and catch 20 different species of Pokemon. Easy enough. Well, that didn't take very long at all. Let's claim the Ultra Balls. Let's get these, I want to say, fast TMs. I was correct, they are fast TMs. That's cool. And we also got 3 Silver Pineapple berries. And we're also going to get our hands on 1,000 dust. We're going to get ourselves a premium battle pass, and we're going to get ourselves 3,000 XP. Now we have to catch 3 Pokemon, and by the end of this, I'm going to assume that that's going to be it for a little while. And 3 Pokemon later, let's claim the XP, and then I think we're just going to get XP here, and then at that point, we're going to be at a dead end. Yep, we're at a dead end. Hopefully we'll get some really cool stuff with this. They're currently talking about the certain orbs that change Dialga and Palkia into their origin forms, and I know that those are coming during the Sinnoh tour. I mean, it's pretty much been leaked by them, Niantic specifically, so they're probably trying to build up to it, even though they kind of dropped the ball already. Anywho, let's go claim these real quick and see if we get ourselves a shiny Rockruff that can be a Dusk Form. I only got so long in the day now, and hopefully we'll get lucky with it. Number 2, what are you gonna be? Have green eyes? No, no green eyes. And then the last one here is gonna be not it, and a 98. At least this one's decent. Now let's take a quick look at them and see if we got ourselves a Dusk Form. We did get one. Oh, and of course it was the good one. That's nice. This one is still not quite that great. 14, 13, 14, but nonetheless, at least we got another Dusk. Sadly, I was only able to get 2 done. These were all hatching quests. Couldn't find a third one to save my life, but it is what it is. This one is a 386, and the second one is going to be a 385. Let's see what happens. This one couldn't do it, but this one could have done it. Well, it's cool that we got at least 1 out of 2. I've managed to get 4 of these special 2-kilometer eggs. See what happens with them. Maybe we'll get a special Rockruff from it, but that's a Pichu. Everything's still in these eggs, so it's not like it's only Rockruff, but so far we're getting the babies. Worst part is I think that Smoochum was supposed to be on like the same tier as the Lycanroc, or sorry, the Rockruff. Anyways, we did get one, which is pretty cool. How about from this egg though? Another Pichu. Let's see, the only one. Yeah, it wasn't the one, but we do have 3 more of these tasks because of those eggs, so let's see what we get from them. 388. Number 2 is gonna be not a shiny and a 385. And the last one is going to be also not it and a 393. Let's see what happens here. None of them. Again, 3 more quests, and these are gonna be the last ones I can do for a little bit because I'm going to the gym with Goku for a bit. But this one is the 387. Number 2 is going to be a... Ooh, we got a shiny one? Okay. Please, I'm begging you. Please be eligible. That would just be such a sweet way to wrap up this video. It's by getting one that can actually do it, but knowing my luck, probably not. But you know what? You know what? No, I'm gonna say it. This is the one. Gotta be positive. We gotta think brightly, right? So, can't do it. Of course I can't. And then this one right here. Oh, 2 in a row? Are you serious? 2 in a row? You get another chance. This is amazing. Now let's see what happens. Maybe this will be the one. I cannot believe we just got 2 back-to-back like that. So let's see what happens with this one. Can you do it? No, unfortunately you can't. And the sad reality is the first one actually could have done it. So this one could have, and then the 2 shinies couldn't do it. It figures.
Many hours later.
I'm heading to a raid right now so I can do it and do 3 more tasks before I wrap up the video. But I hatched a 10 kilometer egg, and I got this carbink here, and check it out. It was a hundo. I wanted one of those since GoFest. I did a ton of research, just got all of them, did a ton of trades even too. Never got this hundo, so very happy that we just hatched it out of nowhere. With that being said, let's do that one raid, and then we will finish this up. And now the raid is completed. Let's claim these final ones. No shiny here though, 387. Number 2 here. I still can't believe that we got back-to-back shinies though. That was pretty crazy. And here is the last check. Will you be blue? You will not, but that's perfectly fine. Again, we had a back-to-back. It'd be pretty greedy to be upset about not getting in on these 3. But let's take a look at these things and see what they turn into. None of them were Dusks. Oh well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have to wrap it up here. Unfortunately, we did not get a shiny Rockruff that could turn into a shiny Dusk Form Lycanroc. But if you managed to get one, let me know in the comments down below how you got it. Did you get it from an egg? Did you do a raid? Or did you get it from research? And don't forget to smash that subscribe button for me. Show me some love. We're trying to hit 200,000 subscribers. And if you're really enjoying the content and you want to see even more of it, I highly suggest this video down here. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.